Test, 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 test. We are gonna call this meeting to order at 6:02. Could I get a roll call, please?
Mr. Barton is absent. Mr. Bicharo.
Present.
Mrs. Evans. Mr. Foster.
I am present.
I'm also present. Mr. McLaughlin.
Present.
And Mr. Pfeiffer.
Present.
Welcome.
And let's all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, subject C, oath of office. Could I get Mr. Pfeiffer to please stand up? Yes. Can I get you to raise your right hand, please? And you may repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I do solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this state,
and the Constitution of this state,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office
I will faithfully discharge the duties of this office
of a member of the Board of Education for Jefferson Schools
of the member of the Board of Education of Jefferson Schools
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome, Mr. Nick Pfeiffer, to the Jefferson School Board family. Look forward to serving with you.
Thank you. Looking forward to serving.
Okay. We are gonna amend the agenda. So I need a motion to amend the agenda.
Motion.
Okay. I want to add a discussion for the board presidency, vice presidency. I'm sorry.
And where would you like to move that?
You guys want to do that right at the very end? So if it takes a little bit of time, we'll do that just before our citizens. Let's do right after the meals, right after 5 or right after the athletic
Before
mileage. Yeah, right before 6. Is that good? We'll talk about that right before oral communications. Everybody good with that? We'll call it a board alignment discussion.
Sure.
Is that,
That's gonna
you wanna
change.
put that in? Okay. Okay. That's my first agenda.
Nope.
Okay. All right, I need a motion to approve the agenda as amended. All in favor? We already did a motion, or all in favor to amend the agenda?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion passes 6-0.
7.
6.
6, because Mike's not here. Yeah. I know how to count, you guys.
Oh.
I was like, no, we're full board. Oh.
Mrs. Lancaster, any views and comments from citizens?
None.
Any written communication?
None.
Okay. Updates from the superintendent.
We have a couple. Lucas Goins, the high school science teacher, resigned effective May 8th, 2026. And Eric Stepaniak, Soap Elementary PE teacher, resigned effective May 12th, 2026.
Okay. Okay, is that, okay, so.
Was that the review of the agenda for
Yeah.
next week?
I'm sorry?
Was that the review of the agenda for next week?
No.
No.
Do we have a replacement?
Oh.
Teachers? It's okay.
It got reposted. I believe Karen reposted the PE teacher position.
Yes, it is.
It is.
And do we still need a science teacher then?
Yes.
That has been posted as well? Okay. Subject B, the MCISD proposed 2026-27 budget. Okay, yeah.
Do you want to go back to number 3, just so if she wants to review the proposed agenda for next week?
Okay, Yep, I see it. Okay, it's a single line. My bad.
Yeah.
I went right to the board, report of the superintendent. Review the proposed agenda for May 21st, 2026, regular board meeting.
Yeah, sure. We have our general fund and bills, approval of minutes, the hiring of Lily Lipto, high school social studies teacher, hiring of, oh, scared me, hiring of Deborah Nichols, North Elementary technology teacher, hiring of Eva Smith, middle school special education teacher. It's a big win. We have a plan to be almost fully staffed special ed, actually fully staffed for the first time in 10 years.
Wow.
Yep. Hiring, almost there. Hiring of Tanya Tolan, bus aide, approval of the 26-27 Monroe County ISD budget, upward bound summer trips, approval of curriculum, and the food service renewal. But I do not see closed session on here.
I actually, asked Karen to not put closed session on this meeting. We might have to, bring in a third meeting. Reason being, there's a why.
Okay.
The why is our time allotment before honors night. I
I
feel,
did remove the administrators.
yes, I feel like we are gonna be crunched for time to go into closed session, especially we are pretty opinionated on this conversation that is gonna be presented, and I want it to have its just time. So you can,
Fair.
I feel like if we try to crunch it in, I don't believe everybody's gonna get to be heard, including yourself,
Okay.
and including Deb.
Okay.
And yes,
So you want to call for a special meeting?
I feel like we should because of time frame. I just don't think that we're gonna, this is just my opinion, you guys. I just feel like the last meeting that we went down, we actually held up, the National Honor Society induction. We were late and 10 minutes to boot, and I thought it was pretty rude. There was a lot of parents and students sitting there, and I felt like a complete heel. So I don't want to do that to honors night. I want to get down there early, 5 minutes early. If that.
I'm okay with that.
fair. You guys, are we okay for another meeting if we were to call one maybe early next month, the beginning of May? Or, I'm sorry, beginning of June? Or you want to do one before the 21st?
Just do it on the last day just for her. For school.
Oh, boy.
I don't get out of school, so I might work all summer.
Correct.
Next week.
Okay, let's do this. How about you come up with a date or two, just out of respect for the people who do have athletics with their children or grandchildren. Let's try to stick to a Tuesday or Thursday. I think it's fair. Thursdays seem to be the consensus for all our meetings. If everybody agrees with that, it's a little easier, and just try to get a date. Because I know you want to go into closed session soon.
Does a Tuesday work for
Let me
anybody?
ask you this, is it worth having, I know we have a 5 o'clock, if it starts at 5, can anybody do any earlier than 5 next week? Just a thought. If not,
That's gonna be tough, but I still think that because we're gonna have to put a bookend on it, no matter what we do, and if there's questions.
I'll be the first one, but obviously he has enough time, and then I'm the one asking questions.
Right, right. Yeah, and it's not fair, that your questions, if you have a question, they should be answered, and our discussion shouldn't be cut short. We have to have a full out discussion on this. This is important to everybody.
Can we do the first week of June? Are we allowed to talk about this right now? Can we ask?
We are
Everybody gets
discussing
out?
this. We are discussing this. It is, this is talking about the agenda. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes. Let's see, everybody want to pull their calendars out if you could. So June 4th is what day is our graduation, high school graduation? June 2nd, correct? Or is it third? Or is it May 28th? Okay.
I could do the 4th.
May 28th is high school.
School's over in June, but
Okay.
seniors are out.
Do you guys want to do June 4th? It's a Thursday.
Let me.
I will get a babysitter because my oldest child is playing softball. No,
That's
I'm
exciting.
talking about my husband, not my child.
Oh, did you hear me? I go, that's exciting. I don't
My
care about your
oldest
husband.
child.
June 2nd works for me too,
Okay. June 2nd?
Tuesday.
I could do June 2nd.
No,
Okay, how about the 4th?
I can do Wednesday, the 3rd too.
I can't do Wednesday.
No.
I'm sorry. I have free, I am occupied on Wednesdays. I can't miss. What about the 4th? Anything on the 4th?
Yeah, as long as it doesn't go too late. Can we
Oh,
make it
we can
earlier?
make it 5 o'clock meeting, just to try to help everybody out.
Did you say 5, Shane?
I did.
June 4th?
No, I'm asking, I'm not saying anything. This is a board decision. If anybody's available or not available, this would be great. I am available. The 8th, you're good?
The 4th,
Jackie?
right?
I'll make it
The
work.
4th, and Barb, how about you?
I should be able to.
Okay. I hope. Yeah. Okay, that's great. Mr. Pfeiffer?
I'm far enough away I can make it.
What?
I'm,
The 4th?
I think
5
good, but
PM?
I might have a baseball game, French town, so that's my only, trying to get the schedule pulled up, but don't work just around me.
Well, this is important. This is-
We have a lot. Let me just
this is-
tell you, we
yeah,
have
this
principals.
can- Yeah.
I have principal's contract, secretary's contract, central office contract, Elisa Epler contract, Mindy contract, Jody contract, Deb contract. Am I missing anybody?
Guys, so that's why I said we're gonna have some discussion.
What?
and
And
you can't-
and Matt Ely
you
contract.
can't put a bookend on this. You guys, we have to get it the right amount.
Agreed.
We're gonna do 5 o'clock then.
If that works for everybody,
Yes,
I would
please.
like that, I would like that to happen.
Everybody be here.
Yeah.
No, we can't be here that late.
Do you want me to?
Not on a
email
Thursday.
Karen?
You said that before.
Thank you. Yeah.
Do you want me to send a calendar invite?
And like, please. Thank you. Yeah, we would definitely wouldn't be able to unpack all that, you guys, in a lot of time before the honors night. Okay. Just my guess. That's a lot. Okay.
Not trying to add more. June 18th and 25th, those are our board meetings for June. I think you and I touched on that, Shane, is about looking at seeing if there's different dates,
Okay.
just because of, it's only for the month of June.
Correct. 18th and 25th, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of Frenchtown.
Yeah.
Baseball and stuff going on.
When we do the closed session on the 4th, would you guys like to discuss them dates? Because instead of doing 18th, 25th, if we did the 11th and, 16th or something, well, your Tuesday and Thursday is bad, right?
Tuesdays and Thursdays are games. Yeah, I know.
Mm,
I can't be here the 11th. I'll be in Lansing.
okay,
I mean, you guys can go ahead without me.
right. We'll have to have
We talking July or June, guys?
Just June.
just June. Let's discuss it on the
Yeah,
4th.
that's fine.
We-
Absolutely.
We can all kind of crunch up. Yep. Okay. We'll
I'm
discuss it.
putting Karen on this so she knows too, okay?
Absolutely. I think Jackie just
I
emailed
just
her as
emailed
well.
her and
so-
copied both of you.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just sent a calendar invite.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Words are hard.
I just sent a calendar invite to everybody here.
What
And
time is
Karen.
June 4th?
I blocked out 5 to 8.
Got it.
Okay, maybe we'll.
I'll have to be
also-
back.
maybe we'll talk about that or something. Get a couple-
Yeah, will you just remind me?
Yeah, okay.
I can do, whatever.
Okay, I think we got that, about as clear as mud. Okay, report of the superintendent. We are- no,
I'm
go
so
ahead.
sorry.
No, please.
Pardon me.
No.
We have to add to the agenda. Karen had oops. She forgot to add,
Today?
no, for
Oh,
next week.
Next week, okay.
I put a note on here for her, but we have to add academic all-stars. They'll be here, the students and the middle school team, to celebrate accomplishments, and it's roughly about 5 minutes.
Okay, beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, just, we, just want to be conscious of our
Yes,
5:50
yes.
departure time.
But based on the agenda, it's just approval things and it's not much discussion. So we should be able to breeze through it.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let's move right along to the subject B, MCISD proposed 2026 and 27 budget. Is that Deb?
I don't,
I
I don't have it.
I think it's just.
It's just like we review, you
Yeah.
just
And
review
next
it.
week we go.
You vote next week.
Yeah, we'll review, okay.
Yeah.
And then subject C, the curriculum purchase. Should have been in board docs. Everybody should have been able to read up on that. All right. Really isn't a whole lot there. And let's move on to 5, report of the director of business and finance. Ms. Deb?
Register.
Do you want to?
Register.
Yeah, you can do your report first and then we can ask if anybody has any questions and check.
So we are, next week, you guys will approve the Sodexo food service renewal. We did receive the approval back from MDE, so now it just needs your board approval, which was attached in board docs. We have submitted for the spend down for food service funding. We're also working on the food service serving line, along with furniture for the cafeteria, along with the senior hallway. We did put a little snippet on your board docs of the image, so that way you could look at what we're proposing and what we're looking at. We are going for a touch and feel on next week.
See what it really looks like
Yeah. Well, it's basically.
We, as in
in person.
Jody,
Yeah,
Deb,
I was gonna
Amy,
ask you to elaborate
and
on
Jen
that.
Brown. Oh, Jen Brown.
Where are
can't
you
go.
going to?
We're going to Grand Rapids.
The company's Mayan, M-I-E-N.
Okay.
And they do a lot of the schools,
All right.
essentially. And then they also do other hotels and.
They do airports too.
Okay.
He's really
a very reputable company.
Oh.
And we'll go and see the fabric and just look at the designs and make sure and hopefully come up with our final for the spend, for the purchase.
But you're leaving out the best part. They offered what? For us to come, what are they doing?
Paying for it all?
Yes.
Oh, that's a huge part.
It's a big part.
I was gonna ask.
I was like, well, the money lady is not giving out the details of they offered for us to come out because I had a million questions. I have an issue with seeing digitized photos. I want to see what it looks like, feel it, sit on it, like know what product we're getting.
Sure.
Jody needs to be able to see, how do you clean it? Does it come off? Can you clean under it for our custodial staff?
When you said fabric, I was like, oh.
Not fabric, but it's like a vinyl, but like there's a lot of, yes, pleather, whatever it is. So I was struggling. I was like, can you please give us, we had a Zoom call with them, was that on Monday? Monday. And I was like, can you show me like live pictures of like what you have currently in schools that you've worked with instead of showing me just your catalog photos? Like, what does it look like, in certain places? I feel like I was probably a little bit of an annoyance to them, but they were so accommodating, which was great. And I think they caught my vibe that I would like to see it. And there's a Perry High School, which is in Lansing, is one of their large clients that they've done a lot of work with. So what's nice about it is driving to Grand Rapids, we're going to leave, they're putting us up in a hotel. So we're going to leave Monday night. Nope, that switched to Tuesday night. Sorry, Tuesday night we're leaving. And we're staying in a hotel Tuesday night in Grand Rapids, going to their warehouse to see all the things, the chameleon line that we're looking at. And then leaving Wednesday after they're driving back here, we're going to after they feed us, we're going to drive to Lansing. Yeah, no, they're really spoiling us. And so Lansing is where Perry High School is. So the superintendent at Perry High School is welcoming us to go there so we can hopefully see during their lunch period, depending on time. If we miss lunch, it's not a big deal. But at least we'll see it like in the school, like their layout and what it looks like and stuff like that. So
Nice.
yeah. And then come back Wednesday.
Beautiful.
So I just would like to give that shout out to Mayan for willing to put us up and understanding the importance to us of being able to see it in person.
Absolutely.
Did you reach out to them, or did they reach out to us?
Well, we had a Zoom meeting, but,
I reached out, I've met them at my,
oh, like how did we get the partnership? Yeah, Deb,
Yeah.
sorry.
no, I met them at the conference, that yearly conference a couple weeks ago, and told her the importance of needing to jump on it and
Because
whatnot.
of it being spend down money.
Spend out money. And
I like that.
She's
that
gonna-
it's not coming out of our
Yeah,
general
she's
fund.
gonna RFP and she's gonna do all the pieces
Yeah.
for us. So it's.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, 400,000.
How long is it gonna take? I mean, is this gonna be here for the beginning of our school year next
So
year?
that's the whole importance thing.
Of your guys'
getting
time?
moving on it now.
Man, that would be
we
so
can't-
nice to be able to push that, to have our students come back and all this new, that'd be pretty impressive.
Along with the new food service serving
Yeah,
line,
that'd be
getting
pretty
close to the serving line being solidified.
And the school store and a coffee bar from Josh.
We can RFP that also with your guys' approval. The serving line itself it's up there, it's about $270,000 for the new serving line.
Is this our crew doing the work too, or is this a contractor?
That's just the equipment, so our crew is gonna be doing.
And you guys will do the work?
Did some plumbing, a little bit of.
Okay, okay.
We haven't gotten a floor quote yet.
How much new equipment?
That's $274,000 worth of new equipment for serving.
Just the equipment.
With tables, the.
Is there already a layout of what the intent of how you guys want it laid out with the equipment that you're buying?
I have the mock-up for the
Tricky.
Well, but
the
I'm asking,
kitchen line.
we just didn't buy equipment and say, well,
No.
let's try and make it fit. You know what
No,
I'm
no,
saying?
no. When you RFP something, you
This
have
is
to have
custom.
it all
Gotcha. All right.
laid out. Yeah, you can't just RFP.
I would just say,
Yeah.
we've also checked with the other schools too, to see
Oh,
what kind of
yes.
equipment they need.
Yes.
Okay.
Most definitely. So it's definitely been a long road. I started back in January with Jen Brown, so did Jody. We've been talking to several different companies. A couple companies didn't even want to touch us.
Who are the companies you're working with?
That we are working with.
Yeah.
C&T Design, Steffel Associates, Duell is the furniture.
Okay.
But C&T Design and Steffel Associates are the serving lines in the kitchen. And then the,
Nice.
some of the counters at Soap in North. There's gonna be some additions
Oh,
there.
okay.
Just not much, but a little bit.
Are any of the other schools gonna get the tables and anything from here, or we just pretty much have better everywhere else already?
We're gonna be tapped
Yeah.
pretty much by the time.
No, are they gonna get any of our stuff?
Oh, our stuff.
Is
no,
their stuff
because-
is better than what we have up here
There's,
got new last year.
yeah.
at the other schools?
At the other
Oh, so this stuff right here, will we sell that?
Scrap.
Oh, cool.
So we kept the cafeteria, with the stages, all that still, we didn't want to intrude on that any.
Okay.
The round tables. The round
Around
tables.
the
outside.
Oh,
We don't have
We can
enough.
still use that
purchase
stuff
all.
inside.
okay. I see.
But there'll be two separate, and the two,
The pillars. where
The pillars.
Pillars are.
that's where the booths are going. All the new booths and tables and chairs.
Oh,
So
okay.
modernize it a little bit.
Two pillars right by the cafeteria as it enters the cafeteria.
Yep.
So that'll all be framed.
And there's really cool like octagon, like stools. Can you pull it on your, I don't have my laptop in here.
That's neat.
Yeah, I don't see the picture.
Yeah, I didn't see anything on board docs. I was gonna tell you, I don't believe anything came through unless it was just maybe mine.
I didn't see any.
I didn't see any pictures either, but I mean, yeah, there
I
wasn't
think
any.
she put them in the, she called it something.
I didn't see anything, Jackie.
No, I don't see anything attached. I don't see any links to it or anything. Let me check mine.
We'll give you pressure. We did our homework.
Yeah, no, it sounds
Oh,
great.
This is
I'm excited.
results. Yep.
I think it'd be super cool if we could
Time for
maybe,
results.
while you're out there, maybe lean on them a scotch, have it for the beginning of the school year,
Well, that's.
so our
yeah,
kids
that's the
can,
goal.
They're pretty promising. that
Okay,
they-
well-
if we can get it in by
So these are the
June 1st.
yeah, no, that,
pillars, the steel
if we can get the order in,
Yeah, we're ready to push the order.
pillars.
I'm gonna touch it first.
After she touches.
Can I just sit on it?
We'll know by Wednesday.
We'll know by Wednesday. So these are the seal fillers.
Yeah, that's like
And
our markup.
Oh,
Well, it looks
wow,
like
that
it's-
looks pretty cool.
looks
Looks
like
like
Don't look at the colors, we're not,
little
those are-
restaurant.
That's, I kept
It's
thinking
like-
that.
it's like a college stuff.
Green, white, and yellow. You do your favorite colors.
Green, white, and yellow. So those are the seal fillers.
Wait, what'd you say?
And
Green, yellow?
I was messing with it.
So
Yeah, I said it's your favorite color, green, white, and yellow.
Or it could be burgundy like the.
How much is that seating for? What do you really see?
Not the whole.
not the whole school. These
No,
are
I'm just saying.
So the round tables are so.
Oh,
Yeah, we still have.
Yeah,
Oh, I
in
know
the
that.
center.
That'll be, them seats
These are
will be
also
taken by
movable.
all of our seniors, of course.
Is-
Yeah, you know how.
They should be on by seniors. And they're,
It's seniority.
and the senior hallway furniture matches this.
Oh,
Super cool. So the kids that get the breakfast in the hallway, and then when we get our coffee bar with Starbucks in the hallway in the fall, the coffee and the breakfast will be served. I'm not letting it go.
Iggy, we had shortstop party store. We got Mountain Dew.
We're getting Starbucks. I'm not letting it go.
What?
Yes, we are.
You want kids to go broke?
It's $2.
Starbucks is like top of the line stuff.
Our kids are skipping class right now.
To drive.
Parents are calling in and telling Kylie, my daughter needs to be excused for an hour, and they come back with Starbucks. And so Kylie just started saying, forget it, and gives them money and says, pick me up one too. Because parents are calling. There's nothing we can do. So when we have Starbucks in the school, now they'll stay in class. See?
It'll be cool.
They're gonna, I got a question. Is there any way that some of
Yeah,
this
I
can
love
be
it.
used in the libraries? Right?
You know what?
What?
Except
Like any of the furniture in the libraries? Like that's
Okay.
So this
You
would be
know,
across from.
I'm just asking, is there,
State of the
you
library.
could sort of ring it into?
Wow, that's
Right
really
across
cool.
from the library.
The senior hallway.
No.
Senior hallway.
Senior hallway.
Senior hallway. So across from the library.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Because now it's just the benches.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that nice? And there's a
We
fabric
didn't even have that.
to choose from. And I
Which
will
would-
say, I think it's important to note that there was some concern from some staff about the senior benches because it's tradition,
Yeah.
which I do appreciate. But those benches have gone through some serious wear and tear. We have zero intention, it's important to say publicly, zero intention of removing them or throwing them in the garbage. Mrs. Gruby and the staff at the high school had some nice suggestions of where else we could put them. So at least the tradition will remain within the high school.
I love it.
So that
I'm
was,
glad
that was
the-
definitely
I'm glad
hard.
that the teachers that have been there have an opinion on it. I'm glad.
Absolutely.
That makes me.
Yes,
Those are the best.
yes.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay.
So there's a lot happening. There's a lot of moving parts still.
So and our goal is to have the order in by June 1st, correct?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
As long as we have it in by June 1st, you guys can leverage them to have it done for school.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to
Need Deb and Jody on the loose.
Yeah.
Need Deb and Jody on the loose. Can you imagine?
Poor Grand Rapids. Poor Grand Rapids.
See you in the news.
Yep. Any questions for Deb on the check registry from anybody? Was there any questions, Deb?
No,
No.
no questions.
Karen did
Any-
attach it. It was under the facilities update.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
So she,
okay.
thumbs up to Karen.
Yep. Unfortunately, I didn't look at the
I
facility.
didn't.
I thought Jody usually
I
does
know.
a world.
That's why I didn't either. Awesome, thanks, Nick.
And I can chime in when we get to the other stuff.
On the urgency card?
Not on the purchasing card.
Anything, any questions on the purchasing statement or purchasing card?
I would just like to add
Yeah,
something.
please.
We were able to find out, Deb sent an email to SETSAG about our therapy dogs and the expenses because we had shifted the expenses over to the buildings for things. And it was uncomfortable for some of us of not wanting to take any money from kids, but at the same time, like, I mean, obviously Deb knows this, but like the Nettos and the G's, who are two of the handlers for our dogs, have offered prior to take over expenses for the animals, but without having any additional liability onto the handlers' families, because that was concerning, because the dogs are insured through the district because they're district dogs. So I'm excited to say that Deb found out, Kathy had to do some research. Kathy is our rep from SETSAG. She was able to find out that since the district purchased the dogs, the Nettos and the G's can now purchase and use our own money for the food and the grooming. We don't have to worry about fundraising and taking any money from the buildings, even though the buildings were grateful to do it because the dogs are great and all, but they're just a little uncomfy for us. And so I want to give a shout out to the Nettos. Obviously, I don't need a shout out, but I just appreciate them being willing. And Miss Little will be able to use her stuff too, but Miss Rosecrans was really adamant about the work that Blue is doing at North right now, and she's willing to help because they have an abundance with their new PTO. So anytime Miss Little does need help with anything for the care of Blue, I don't want anybody feeling, even the Nettos or even the G's, like if something happens, like yes, the district can help out with the dogs, but we're willing and able to take that on. So
Perfect.
less expenses, of course, but it was very gray for a while there because originally SETSEG was like, because it's liability on our families if something happened, if we start to pay things out of our own pocket, but we were able to get clearance on that through Kathy. So thank you, Deb, for reaching out and finding that out through SETSEG, and thank you to Kathy for finding that out. So you'll see less grooming swipes.
Less swipes.
Less swipes.
Swipe or no
Yes,
swiping?
yes, which is great.
Great.
I want that to go to the kids, so
Right, perfect. Thank you.
of course.
That's always been a little question on the back of everybody's mind. I think this will set everybody at ease.
Absolutely. And I agree with that. Totally. Yep.
Great. Okay, so, subject C, facilities update, Mr. Dunn.
So you made mention that, you guys want a copy of, if you guys want me to send you out a report every month, the things I'm talking about here.
You guys, as board?
I like, I was told. That or it can be attached to board.
Yeah, just have-
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You guys are-
You want to attach it so we can at least look at it and, because it may give everybody a chance to maybe ask a question about something, maybe? Does that sound?
Okay.
Yeah, just have her attach it. Does that sound good?
Yeah, it was, his report was originally in the long report with all the principles and stuff. I was told we don't need that anymore. So that's why he's asking that.
Yeah.
Because
That's all.
Yep,
he's gonna report out on it anyway, so.
yep, awesome.
So Jesse, the rec center will be ours over there, they're doing the tuck pointing, they're wrapping it up. Had to move around because of the event that happened this weekend, which was amazing. We've been working on a summer plan. I'm gonna go through this. It's gonna take a second, but I'm working with Corey Duval, a former Jefferson student. He's working for a roofing company. I've had him out here a couple times looking at our roofs. So instead of calling a company who then calls another company to come out to our roofs, I'm gonna utilize him as much as I can. Provided that obviously the cost is there, but we got some immediate needs at the middle school, immediate needs at SOT, immediate needs at the rec center that we got to get moving on. We can't wait for a bond. We need to patch these things up, or we might as well buy stock into ceiling tile. So I'm gonna be working with him this summer. He's already been over there, looked at the wrestling room. Ryan called me down and said, "Hey, I got like 6 buckets down here in this little wrestling room. The roof's just leaking everywhere." I called him up. He goes, "I'll be there Saturday." He came over Saturday, went through it, hashed it off. He goes, "Let me know if that works." I was over there the other day when it was raining. There wasn't one bucket anywhere in there. So
That's good.
good job. Storm drains, we gotta have the storm drains cleaned out this summer. They're really full. We gotta get them cleaned out. 2 parking lots we could possibly get coated this summer. I think the middle school administration side can be salvaged. Our bus garage needs to get a surface on it, or it'll end up turning out like the rest of them. So those 2 we do got. I think we can put coatings on this summer to prolong the life of those. So the other side of middle school, or it would be a waste of money to try and do something with those. So we got a number of concrete jobs this summer that I'll be working with Ashley on, including north. Carpet, we got quotes on 11 rooms to get carpet in. Some of the rooms over there at the middle school may need to be abated. We got to play that by ear because of the tile on the floor. If you can't get the carpet up without touching it, then we're gonna have to it abated. So that, we're gonna start that off right away. We're not gonna wait till the end of the summer to do that. We're gonna do that immediately when school's out. So
Do you have a contact for that, for abatement and everything?
we do, we have
Okay.
an alum.
Yeah, Tyler Ledley?
He come last time. They
Mhm.
did a great job.
Really?
Last minute, they come out
Senior.
and helped us out, yes. They did a great job.
That's great.
Saved the district a lot. The pavilion is so, we refreshed that. We're gonna have the engineered fiber blown in it. So right now it's just sitting collecting weeds. I'm not gonna even do that. We're gonna put some feeding tables under it so they can utilize that, come next year. Also the playgrounds at North and South are gonna get a refresh of the engineering, fiber. The littles at So, we're gonna, put some fencing and gates up in the back there, so they're not able to
Wander.
wander. That's the way to put it, yes. Gotta make sure we have gates, because that's an access for, if we got emergency, so.
Is
we
that
got-
still-
we got-
I'm
What's that?
sorry, go ahead.
No, what?
Is that the project that we're doing with ISD?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so we gotta move the sheds for them. They're gonna install the fencing, we were gonna install it, but they wanna install it, it's no big deal. Cost, sounds like it's fine.
We're paying.
They're also installing
for the
some
new
playground equipment, which is good. We've asked each building to give us a list of things they need, or like a wish list for the summer. North, they want a walking track. I think if we use a sod cutter, I think we can cut a track in and fill for gravel, going around the soccer fields. They want the soccer nets moved, so instead of long ways, they want to turn sideways so they can see the kids out there playing. We already have a couple of mud rooms. They want them cleaned out and all the stuff pulled out of it so they can utilize it as storage or as part of an office. We got tile floor in one of the bathrooms. It's heaving because we're gonna have to replace. High school, Deb talked about with us some bathroom sink fixtures right now. If you turn on the water, you push the button, literally before you get your hand on it, shuts off. So we're looking at replacing a few of those. The partitions still in the CTE in the locker room gotta be done. I think we're gonna contact a different company. That company has not gotten back with us to come out, measured it, gave us a price. I've contacted them to come out and start, and they haven't reached back out to me.
That's for what again?
Partition, so in CTE, they were missing a door, kids keep breaking everything in there, but it's another issue. And then the locker room, we're gonna install the same thing we did up front. We're gonna put a handicap stall in there, and we're gonna take out one of the partitions. I think right now they got curtains up in there. We're just gonna take them out and put doors, and we're gonna have to remove one toilet, make a handicap toilet, and put regular partitions and doors in there. Again, the cafeteria, there's gonna be a lot of rehab, remodeling in there, for the food service line and stuff. Middle school, yes, the arcades and easels are old and unsafe and waiting for a tetanus shot. I got Joey, we made a little blueprint, and we're gonna have Joey Provost, start replacing those with something smaller that they can handle, maybe 5 foot instead of 9 foot wide. So a custodian will be able to move them by themselves or handle them by themselves.
Can you, are the original ones on wheels or no?
They're not on wheels, they fold up.
I was gonna say, maybe it's worth putting them on wheels that you can still move them around once you unfold them, that it's easier.
So we were over there getting ready to make one, we planed them down, so the wood's a little thinner. Not quite as thin as a 1x, but thinner than 2x4, so it's lighter. And I think we're gonna canvas it, and we're gonna bring it over to Terry and say, will this work?
Yeah.
I think it'll work, but it'll be lighter and again, easier to move. Sounds like the other one sat outside for a year. Because they thought they were getting rid of them, didn't. Chicken wire around, it's very unsafe, so.
Right.
We're gonna remove them. Manpower, summer help, custodians, as you heard in here last meeting, we're making changes. We had 12, I think we used 10 or 12, summer help previously as custodian help during the summer. We're gonna go down to 4 or 5. I think our custodians, should be able to handle it, with just a couple summer helps. The goal is to get rid of all of them. That way, we're not spending that money. We're gonna go to every 2 to 3 years for stripping and waxing. That should help out. We don't need to strip and wax every year. Shouldn't have to do that. So I think going from 12 or 10 down to 4 or 5 is way better to manage. Maintenance, I'm gonna pull Jerry on maintenance this summer again. He did a great job helping us with work orders last year. We're gonna have that spend down money that we're working on in the cafeteria and stuff, but that's every school, so we got things at every school do that spend down money, so he's gonna be helping out with that. He will easily be utilized 100% of the time by doing that. Yard and paint, I'm looking at 2, possibly 3 heads. So every one of the rooms that we're taking and putting carpet in, we're also gonna refresh them. We're gonna paint them, we're gonna do what we can so that way you're not just getting new carpet and the room looks like crap. So we're gonna paint them all. Concession stand, the upper, we're gonna have to go up there and paint it, and also do some cutting, the grasses. We got 2 mowers that are down. That big 11-foot mower that we had, we blew the clutch out of it, and it's got to be split apart to fix. We had the old Husqvarna in the back that blew up. I actually took it today over to a mechanic I know, put a new engine. First of all, see if it needs a new engine. I think he can fix it if it's just a valve, but if we got to buy a new engine, it's only $2,800. And he does it so cheap that it makes sense just to do that instead of getting another new one. So we're working on that.
Didn't we get a new one a couple years ago?
We did get a new one.
Yeah, I think it was your first year, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So we had 3. We had 3 total. Was the bat wing just for the athletic fields?
The bat wing, we were using it on the athletic fields.
Covered more area.
They thought we ruined the athletic fields, but it's got the turf tires. It doesn't cut as nice.
Okay.
But it does cut it. So for the field high north, there's no reason why we can't use that. For this field out here, there's no reason why we can't use that. So,
okay.
But it's down.
Jody, the first tractor, is that what we're gonna fix then, or are we?
The first tractor we're fixing is the Husqvarna 0-turn 72-inch.
Or we're gonna fix both of them?
So that one first, and then we're gonna, as soon as I find someone for the other tractor. I think a mechanic can do it. I want to make sure he's got time to do it. We got to peel it all apart, so that would be secondary for him. First is gonna be the buses. So filter first. We're working on tracking all the consumption and non-consumption water sources. We got to do that for the state. We're working on that, me and Michael and Deb. Buses, so we got a new bus driver. Her name's Marissa, come over from Monroe. Monroe was training her, half training her, whatever they were doing. She wasn't happy. She come over here. Literally, she had 2 classes and passed her test. So we got her. We got another driver and another aide that are interested to come over. I just talked to them today. The one driver's currently driving, and she has an aide that she wants to come over. Told her we're fine with aides. If she wants to be a driver, she can come over. And she said she was very interested in being a driver. So I know we're going to lose 1 this summer and possibly 2. And I have 1 that's probably going to be on maternity leave. So I'll take as many as I can get right now.
Right.
So
Which is incredible that they're coming to us from other districts.
Yeah. Now, are you advertising right now? We're gonna have drivers, or right now, because these people haven't left us yet, right?
No, they're not off the shot. One of them's going to be going north, I think, after the school.
Like retiring?
Yeah, just going that. She's not retired. I think she's going to go up there and drive.
Okay.
She's going north. And, yeah, like I said, we got one that's going to be on the training leave. I don't know. A lot of them are older, so I don't think it'll leave anytime, So,
Yeah.
As many as we can take, I'll take them.
To answer your question, I posted like a month ago,
Oh, did you?
just a general post that
okay.
we're looking for bus drivers.
But these here are coming from internal, just by with
Okay, good.
Jefferson's the place to be.
those that come over here. are sure not happy.
That's why I'm here.
We're having no problem filling positions
Very good. That's great to hear.
in all capacities.
Yeah, like she said, 18 days. A lot of energy on the buses.
A lot of energy.
Buses, so electric buses, we talked several times, several meetings about electric buses. Deb and I had a meeting today with Highland. I had a meeting yesterday with Midwest where Highland's gonna be getting the buses. So that grant we got is gonna cover 90% of the buses, 90% of the any kind of infrastructure we gotta do, right? If we go with Highland, Highland takes over control of that grant we got, plus we gotta pay them $18,000 per bus to lease a bus from them.
How many buses?
6 is what we
6 is what we initially
originally
said.
yeah,
120 a year, right?
which is around 110,000 a year. They lowered the price, but then they added 2 more years to the contract, so it's a 10-year contract.
So, no, it's a 12-year contract. It's supposed to
Yeah,
be
so
10.
it's like
Mm.
it's over $1 million over 10 years.
Yeah.
Instead, that 110 that's like a new bus every year.
Right.
It's a lot of money. So
It
we're
is.
still doing our due diligence. That's why I reached out to Midwest. Hey, what are the costs of the buses? Cost of the buses just went down. They need to contact the DTE. He told me that all the other districts that use electric buses got rates or signed contracts with DTE for 10 years, or rates of 7 cents a kilowatt just for the buses. So it's like a dollar something a mile. So the buses got a 212 kilowatt battery. They go about 110 miles per charge. Those buses would be able to do every one of our runs. So I don't think we have a run that's over 50 miles, maybe one in the afternoon. So those buses would work for our education runs. So
Not our athletic runs.
so athletic runs, even though they're like miling, right? Even though it's a straight shot, you'd think it would be better on a battery. It's not, because the batteries actually charge themselves as they're braking. So the education run that they actually charge themselves and can actually go longer in a long run. So
Do they service any issues that we have? Or are we providing the service?
they say they service every issue we have. The buses are under warranty for 5 years. The batteries are under warranty for 8 years. So yeah, they say they'll reimburse us for anything we use, but it's reimbursed anyway for the second one.
As far as battery maintenance too, though, is that something that we do on a daily, like fill in the water, do chicks, things like that? They take care of that?
It should
The
be a
chargers are
sealed
expensive. They're
system.
about
Should be a sealed
50,000,
system, I think.
50,000 a piece. There's a rebate. DT gets a rebate back about 50%. But we would still have to pay that cost. Midwest, I asked them how far out are they in the bus and or electric bus. She said that they would try to get it for October of next year. He did say we wouldn't have to pay for them until they came in. So that cost, we wouldn't need that 10% cost until they came in. We would, if we started the infrastructure, we would be on the hook for that 10% probably this year. So that would spread it out over 2 years, which would probably, it might work out for us, so.
Judy, I got a question on the 10-year contract with 8-year warranty. What's that look like on year 9, 10? What's the battery like these things? We're gonna be refurbishing these at the lease?
They have to have 12 years.
I think it'll
So
be
I mean,
12.
I'm terrified that we have to return these buses on the lease. And it's a 9-year, 8-year battery. We had the last 2 years revitalizing.
12 years. It went from 10 to 12.
Oh, it's a
They want to try
12-year.
to lower the price by what, $500?
$500.
So is there a depreciation value? Like the battery price, everything on that bus, if we're gonna revitalize that bus before we return it, we might be paying for a super expensive battery.
If we go with Highland, we lease the buses would be theirs at the end. They said it'd sell back to us cheap, but I think
Because they don't work.
Because they
I
don't
think
work.
it's cheaper for us, even if the buses only lasted 10 years, for us to take on that ourselves. So we're not paying them to lease buses that we got a grant to pay for. It doesn't make
Right.
sense. So,
I just didn't know how that worked in the return, like in the leases up. You know what I mean? If we had like a bus.
so they're
breakdown.
actually purchasing the buses through our grant and then leasing them back to us.
Right. Is there any, how would I say, incentive to where
Yes. So
they can upgrade the buses? Because obviously the electrical, it's always advancing as many years. Is there any suggestion that, hey, you know what, might have a newer bus that we can?
No.
No. They said, Midwest said they're pretty confident the batteries are good for at least 10 years. No problem.
How much
But then-
are they?
Then they put us on a 12-year lease.
say.
Well, with being on a 12-year lease,
45,000.
Highland would take care of it. Because they would take care of all of our maintenance. all of
Oh,
It's
the
an 8-year warranty.
So,
Let me ask you this, would it be worth doing one bus as a trial? Have you talked to them
so
about?
advance only good for 2
Oh,
years.
I see what you're, yeah.
well,
So what I plan on doing is going through after we get a
we would
little
have to update
DTA,
the electrical
see what the rates
infrastructure.
we can get, see what the rebate we can get for updating our infrastructure. Because
Same
they gotta
price.
have some sort of rebate, they gotta pay us solely in charge of electrification, so, they should be able to tell us, what rates we can get, what rebates we can get. And we can calculate and look at what this is gonna cost, if it makes sense to, if it don't make sense. That's the whole reason we're doing it, doesn't make sense, it's gonna save us money, it's gonna save us some gas, gas prices.
That's right, I was just getting ready to ask you a question about diesel prices. I know we work with Kroger on that, correct?
We work with no.
Well, the card is not through Kroger, but we purchase Kroger fuel.
Yeah, we get a small rebate, that rebate is, when I say small, it's extremely small. I thought it was big, but it's not, it's like 6%.
I didn't know if there was I know a long time ago, we worked with like Mansfield that had this is your rate you pay no matter what. If the gas price went up or went down, you pay the same rate no matter what every time
For fuel?
for fuel.
Oh.
And that was like when I first got on the board.
No,
I think those days are over.
for natural gas, I've never heard of fuel. I don't know anybody's gonna do that right now.
No,
And just to be clear, that Jody and Deb have been working diligently on this, of the research of it, obviously for the grant. I think we would be, fools is the wrong word, but I don't think it'd be advantageous to the district to not look into something that would be paying 90%, despite the fact of the discrepancies from that great question, Nick, of the end of the year life, especially like, I can see Barb's face, like the $45,000 to replace a battery is obviously so excessive. It's a ton. And as you can see the body language of Jody and Deb, at no time is the district in a place, or are we recommending to the board that this is what we'd like to do. This is truly at the research stage, just to make sure we can do our due diligence and be able to make an educated decision. And please let me know if I'm misspeaking, because I have not been involved in any of these meetings. These two are doing a wonderful job with looking into it.
Right.
But I just want to make sure that the board knows we are not in the situation of looking at you saying, by golly, this is the route we're going, but we just feel we should be doing our due diligence, looking into it to see, is it advantageous for the district to go this route? And at the end of the day, it might still be a hard no, but
And Highland does want to come and they want to present to you guys. And they want to present to you guys at the next, in June. So depending on when we move the meeting to, because they asked me.
when do you have to have, when do you have to have?
It's all you.
I think we'll have a lot
Lot of,
of information.
by then?
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
and
we can bust
Iggy, I think you asked about that in
10%.
one of the meetings Jody talked about, is that seeing if they would bring a bus down.
Absolutely. I would love to.
Look at it.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
maybe they can, who knows, field trip out in the parking lot.
I don't know if they, but we can ask them, that's for sure.
Highland wouldn't be able to, but Midwest would be able to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're the only dealer
Hmm.
of IC buses in the state of Michigan.
Yeah, it might not drive up.
Amy, I agree with you. What
Totally.
the homework you're doing is great, because what I like about it, it forces us to start asking even more questions, okay? So here's actually one that just came up to my mind. So I'm already foreseeing, let's just say 6 buses, and we're 8 years down the road. What's our next plan? Are we getting more electric buses, or are we
Well-
going to entertain that, or are we going to eat a lot of, are we going to turn this into a graveyard for freaking electric
We
buses?
can get 6 buses for $200-something thousand, because that'd be 10% of what this costs us. Yeah, I think we do.
I think the cost
Even if
wise
it
sounds
goes in after a
very
year,
entertaining. I
6
just want to know,
buses for $200,000.
after the allotted timeframe that they suggest,
I want to make sure.
I thought it's
where we go.
Here's the biggest question is after them 8 years are up, let's say we do turn them buses back in,
Do it ourselves.
where are we at? Because we're gonna be losing 6 buses out of our fleet, and we're gonna be left with, we never really reinforced our
Well,
older.
we would have to have a plan.
Yeah, there has to be a plan.
Just say, okay, we're not finding more buses.
Yeah, after that's 8 years, we would really be in a sticky situation.
5 batteries, or we could buy, keep that fleet going.
once we pull the trigger, we're kind of married to them,
We are.
you know, without lack of better term, because then, I mean, once you update the electrical infrastructure and then we get geared up for it, you almost have to go that way.
So the battery cost today is 45,000. Who knows what's gonna be 10 years from now, right?
Yeah, it might be like a TV. TVs are cheaper.
Yeah.
Buying buses, TV.
Well, that's like the gas prices. People are like, some people are like, oh yeah, the gas prices are gonna be this way for a really long time. And then people are like, oh no, by the summer, they're gonna go down. It's like,
Yeah.
we can't, it's one of those situations, unfortunately. Yeah. But that is why it's appreciated of the research of it. So we don't have to ever be able, a board or a school district that says we didn't look into the grant
Right.
and, or we'll be one of those districts that are leading the pack saying, hey, we looked into it. Not only did we look into it, we also called other districts that have electric buses. We're doing our, like, who's driving them right now? What does it look like? What does it feel like? I never think it's an issue to, don't mean to speak for either one of you, but to bring in, and I appreciate the board's response of being open to having Highland come in to at least look at it, because I don't ever want anybody in the community to think that we haven't done that look into it, because there's a lot of people concerned about the gas prices too, with what we're paying right now in diesels. It's killing us right now. So it's like, what, 6 something?
Is there another district in Monroe County that
Yeah,
has electric buses?
Not Monroe County.
no. I know. That's why we're looking into it.
Woodhaven has them,
Yeah. Woodhaven, Jackson,
Jackson,
Trenton, Downriver schools are going that route.
They are.
Makes sense.
They are.
Okay.
My only
I
biggest
mean,
question is still the cold.
Figure it
What's it
out.
do to you?
That's
Lure's out in the water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lure's out in the water.
It's not a big issue, but it obviously plays a role a little bit. But
Yeah.
Again, I think our longest route is the ISD run in the afternoon, which is 49 miles, 50 miles.
Right.
Everything else is like 39, whatever. So if you got it, so the battery charger they got is a 50 kilowatt battery. So every hour it's putting 50 kilowatts into that battery. We got time enough to charge them up before we go out for the next run. So
What kind of backup generator we have to have? We had a power outage to keep the buses, or we had a failure of the
So
bus
in order to buy them, so we got 6 buses, we'd have to crash 6 buses, so we'd have to get rid of 6 buses. So we get rid of our 6 oldest buses, we would still keep our
Yeah,
buses.
we don't have like a generator service in order to power them.
Like if we had like a power.
No,
outage.
he's meaning if there was a power outage, let's say DTE crashed and it's
2 or 3 days.
2-3 day outage and there's no way to charge them. I mean, we're not gonna run a portable generator over there.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to.
That's a great answer.
There's no.
That was a
I was
great
wondering, I was looking at you
answer.
like, what do you mean if there's no power? Like, if we have no
He
power.
said, I just was trying to clarify what he was asking.
If we lose power over there, we lose power everywhere.
Here's the other question.
That's a great, that was that great thought.
During your FEMA meeting,
Or we could just get a big
the
generator.
busing,
Bring them kids in here.
those are part of the busing for evacuation, correct? How far do we have to be away from?
They're amazing.
So we're fine.
10 miles.
We're well within our.
The plume,
Just
Corey.
thinking that. I would-
We have to exit the plume. I like to say that word. That's my favorite word if you don't know.
It
I didn't
leaks.
know about anything
Doesn't
about a
go up.
plume until I moved here.
That meter's overdrive.
Yeah. You live here your whole life, what, 58, 59 years? And
Please don't drink that.
I'm joking. I know he's my age. I was just joking.
There's a lot of miles on it.
So we'll get them to present, I
Yeah.
will present the next.
Yeah.
We're still looking at the.
Tell them to bring us dinner.
Preferably a quick trip down to
I'm not kidding.
I know you're not kidding.
Okay.
Ford Field.
Tell them we want to dinner and learn. Oh, Josh is doing some lunch and learn.
We do those.
Josh is doing lunch and learn. But we need a dinner and learn with Highland.
Okay.
Not next week.
No.
Any questions for Jody? Anybody?
Sounds like we
One question I was gonna ask about the storm drains being cleaned out. Now, we own them, right? Okay, so it's not that,
Yeah, we got one that's caving in over here, they think it's caving in, just dipping down, sure it's caving in.
Can they run a scope for you to have out, or are they gonna use a jet?
You'll be able to see.
No? Okay.
So they didn't go down in there and look at it. It's, the ground is settling, it's.
yeah.
Was that part of our middle school issue that one day when it rained a lot and we had some flooding in our middle school?
Different issue, but yes, different issue. But yeah, that settlement needs to be cleaned out. That's the only drain that drains to the, that we have to get tested every year, that goes out to the, straight into the waterway. All the rest go into like the side ditches or whatever. Once it goes directly into the waterway, we can do test every year.
All right, any other questions?
Can we get the potholes filled down to Kessler Drive?
Yes,
Thank you.
soon.
And it was getting cut back.
Yeah, when it's right in the middle, you can't go around it or you're in the middle of the road.
Where? I thought that was
Right
already
here.
another one or the same one?
No, it's
Growing,
The same road. Actually, I think it's
growing.
I was just on Kessler Drive today. What?
you just drive from.
You just drive in the middle.
Yeah, it
She's,
doesn't affect you.
she's like, get out of the way. Don't you know who I am?
It's like there's,
Apparently I'm not paying attention. I haven't seen it once.
Oh yeah, and so the church over here, that big sinkhole that was over there,
Mhm.
was on his property. We paid, Desbro Brothers to fix it, it's like $500, $700. I said, argue with DTE, we just had it fixed, and then, when we got the tractor partially fixed, I went over there, filled it in, and he come out, thanked us, thanked the schools. So we're pretty appreciative.
Right.
that we filled it in for
You're gonna be a really good partner this next school year with the
Yes.
program that they're running for us.
them.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
filled it in, I didn't want to drive over it just because the drainage, the sewer is not leaking. So the rain, let it settle down.
Real quick, when we were out at the Special Olympics, Barb and I were walking the track. Did you notice right by, like, do we have a warranty for that? There's a couple pieces that are breaking off that are, okay, right when you go from the concession stand to the main entrance of the track, literally, you walk right up and you, right down. No, across the track, like to the infield side. The whole side was caving. Remember I pointed at that to you? Yeah, it's like probably good 2.5 foot kind of. It just looks like it didn't have any packing underneath it, and it just went.
Actually, on the track where the kids are running.
It's right. It's on the edge. It's on the inside edge. It's inside of the white line where the lane line. But I mean, it's part of our track. Yeah, yeah. I just if we have a warranty, that'd be great to point that out. Yeah. Really? Interesting.
How do you do that?
I would think it'd have to be something writing on it and coming off of it.
Sharp? Some that should have been out there.
Okay.
The awning underneath the concession stand too, that's coming apart. There was like 2 pieces
A vinyl
coming out yesterday.
The soffit?
What concession stand?
out at the,
High school.
Over here?
we've had nothing but issues with that dang thing. Ever since the thing was complete.
That's our $500,000 shed,
Yeah.
They ain't big enough.
and it wasn't built.
Or having enough power.
So we did have some.
Oh, yeah.
I have other comments, but I can't think of them.
What?
Soffit that blew off in the big gym.
Oh.
Big pieces.
Hmm.
You need a break, commercial break to break. But Corey told me that they would put a guy. They're gonna come out and look at it.
Nice. Great. Okay, I think that's everybody good with facilities? Deb, do you have anything more in the, we were gonna move on to the food service renewal and,
So food service renewal, it was scanned into the
Mhm.
board docs. That's what's approved by the MDE. So we'll just need you guys to approve it at the next meeting, and then I'll need Shane's signature I put on it. And then we'll be good. Sodexo will be renewed for the year. We are waiting still on our approval for the summer food service. It's been submitted, we're just waiting.
That will be at the high school and so
High school and so this year.
2 locations.
For the summer.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
stuff.
that would be great.
And Jen Brown will be doing different, like when she does fresh produce and stuff like that and mixes things up, so our families can hit both lines. Isn't that awesome?
Do we still have a Meyer connection? Didn't you get a Meyer connection?
Ish, I did.
Ish.
Ish. He got it a little bit halted,
Okay, fair enough.
just due to the world of,
The world.
Yeah.
That's fair.
yes, but
That
it's,
was-
it's 100% still a partnership, but while he could do what he could do, we did.
Great. That was fantastic.
It was
That
so awesome.
I've never seen so many happy kids. when we were
But
passing out.
remember, we have a donor now that's gonna be giving us a $10,000 semi truck full of groceries, so.
That's amazing.
And
I
then
can't wait.
During the summertime, they'll be looking for, Jen will be needing volunteers for the food service on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So.
That'll definitely be something that we'll
Who is-
discuss and see if we,
Help.
yeah, absolutely. All
Can you
right.
explain to the board, and so if anybody's listening, what it means for the summer food, that there's no threshold of income? And
Yes.
anybody can come, and what it means to the district when people take it, the reimbursement side and just all that?
So this year for the summer food service, it is not, they're not advertising the word free. It is called no cost, because free comes with a stipulation or a label as in like free as in I can't afford.
Like low
So,
income.
Low income. So you'll see different signage this year and it'll say no cost. And this food will still be available to anybody and everybody. And when whomever comes up, whoever's asking at the car, they'll ask how many kids are in your household. And whomever is sitting in the driver's seat for the pickup will say, I have 4 kids. Or no, say they have 8 kids. And then we will say, you have 8 kids living in your house. And they will say, yep, I have 8 kids living in my house. And we will give them food for 8 kids because that is what they have told us, which is exactly what we need to know. And then they will pull forward in the line and they will get their food for the 8 kids that live in their house. Now, so that'll happen at SOAP and at the high school. There was a little bit of a hiccup when we filed for the high school location. It is based on our rural economic disadvantaged footprint for each of the pickup locations. The high school technically no longer falls under those guidelines because of the population, essentially. Where the high school's border lines, even though we're a district, the border lines of the high school are no longer economically disadvantaged. So we are still allowed to serve at the high school because we were in the past. So we were allowed to submit last year's, which did qualify us for it. So
Like a grandfather.
we got grandfathered in for this year. So this is the other big reason why we are serving at SOAP. When you pull the lines for SOAP, when I filed the grant, SOAP is 100% yes. So this is the other reason why we need to get SOAP up and running. So if in fact MDE decides that they don't want to grandfather in the high school, we already have an established location at SOAP.
Don't wanna lose it.
So our families already know, and there's no problem with, as for this year, since we're at both locations, that's why we staggered them to different days, so those families can go and hit both locations if they so choose. And then, like Amy said, that they will, Jen Brown will make sure that if watermelons are on Wednesday at the high school, Thursday over at SOAP, it'll be bananas. So
It's not the same thing.
switch it up and try to
So you can go
change up the
twice.
menus. So you can go twice and you can stockpile the grilled cheeses and stick them all in your freezer, and they can have grilled cheeses for the entire year. Type of thing.
Great.
It was just important that people know in the community, and we'll do a really good job of pushing this and making sure people understand, because there's been like some uncomfortable buzz in like the buildings where people are like, well, the so-and-so family went through the line and I know that they're not hard up. And I'm like, I'll take it for my kids. Like anybody in the community who doesn't want to save money on groceries right now. I can promise you right now, I will 100%. And I have. John Brown's like, here, take everybody. Because the more that we take, the more that we get in return from the state. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't want anybody in our community feeling right now, everybody feels the pressure and the burden of the grocery bills right now. Doesn't matter who you are. And I want to make sure that everybody understands the summer program is for the community. And if you're picking up for other family or neighbors of kids that don't have a car, you have the 8 kids that live in your house when you go through the line. The state has recommended that you say those things, because if the state comes through or does an audit, that's what Jen Brown's trying to say, is like, you just have to say, yep, I have 8 kids in my house.
Live in my house.
That's it. You're not allowed to ask any other questions. So if you talk to friends and family and neighbors and whatnot, please make sure people understand it's for everybody. There is no income-based anything for this. And you're not taking, like, if you're going through, because like when it first started, and Jen Brown was like, Amy, Kason loves chocolate milk. Take some of this chocolate milk. I'm like, no, I'm not taking from it. She's like, no, you're not hearing me. It's not for, because I was like, I'm not taking anything. You know what I mean? But it's not that. So like Deb and I were like, oh, okay, then we'll take chocolate milk. Because the more that we take, the more that you get in return, and it keeps us sustained to be a site moving forward. So it's actually helpful when everybody comes through the line. Okay. So if you hear anybody in the community feel like, oh no, I'm not coming, I don't want to take from others, I'm encouraging you to tell people to please come through the line.
Have we ever ran out of food?
Yes.
We do actually run out of food, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do.
And then that Jen knows for the following week to up it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Better
Yes.
than
It's not a cost of
Going
ours.
to waste, you know?
Yes.
As long as they don't
What
go to
day is the
waste.
watermelon on? Sorry?
And at the end of the line, as you're driving through.
Yes.
You like
And so, okay, so when you're driving through at the very end of the line, she has a milk cooler that's out there along with the table and whatnot. So if you do have 8 kids and you know that your kids are only gonna drink 2 gallons of milk because that's all your kids do, you can put them in the milk cooler at the end of the line after you get your stuff, and then it can go to another family who does need more milk and can't get it. Or if you don't like the grilled cheese sandwiches, then you can stick those in. If you only need 1 watermelon, you're a family of 8 kids,
You
and
need 8.
you put the other 7 on the table, and then she can circulate it, and then we can also give, if there is food left over, we can give it to some of the needy food banks, like the Oaks of Righteousness. She does work with those entities also to make sure that they receive food. So it is very good.
It is so benefit. The fresh produce alone and the milk, like what things cost. It's like great.
The
Like
milk alone is huge for me.
it's huge.
For my
I'm
family.
like, me too. Mine too.
Um,
Well, just produce alone, but
yeah.
I just want the board's help in the community when you're out there to please, once we start it, to please push it. It doesn't matter what somebody makes a year. We are asking people to all come through the line.
And that actually is what funds our food service spend down.
It goes
That's
up.
how we get, we're not really getting it throughout the school year we're making this money that we can reinvest into our program.
Yes.
And rent the big coolers, buy the extra stuff. It comes from the summer program. So this is huge, having another site also.
Yes. And it's anybody. Like we have some of our families that drive to the sites in Monroe just to get extra food for their homes, which is great that they can do that. But it's not just for Jefferson students. This is not a Jefferson student initiative. It is literally community-based. Anywhere can come through our line. So please extend that to friends, family, and help us make that known to people in the community that anybody can come through the line. It's not just for Jefferson families or Jefferson students. And it helps us increase our spend down. It's a very big benefit to the district, while at the same time being a huge benefit to everybody. So does that make sense? Okay. we just want your help with,
Sure, wish
you know-
Jefferson families could go first.
no, we're not gonna run out.
I know, I'm just.
We just want the diminishing of the,
thinking out
it's only
myself.
for low income families. That's why I'm so grateful that the state is doing away with the word free, because there's a stigma attached to it. That like, you can't go, like even our own teachers are like, oh no, it's okay. You know, like what I did, like, it's okay, I don't need to take it. And now I'm like, heck yes, I'm taking chocolate milk home, you know, because now that Jen explained that to me, I understand now, because I was afraid to take it at the beginning, you know, and like you said, Shane, like we'll wait, like Deb and I will wait till the end, you know, like when we're volunteering and helping to make sure that we don't run out, obviously. But now Jen is so great at cushioning the count, because we never know how many people are going to come through.
Right.
So, but we need more to come through. I want the line all the way wrapped around, and Jen has done a nice job, like the science of it. Like we get through that line so quick. The volunteers, the sports teams that we have that help us load up those cars, the muscle, it helps. So thank you to everybody, and thank you to all of you for helping us remove that stigma from the summer food program.
Great.
Thank you, Deb. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Deb. Is, okay, that was food service renewal, the Cub Care increase?
So Cup Care increase, I met with, Patty, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Patsy.
Betsy.
Sorry, Patsy. Cup Care struggled last year, and for those of you that were with me, Cup Care lost a little over $56,000 last year. It's always made a little bit of money, not a whole lot, but since we've been working with it this year, and she has done a little bit of changing and staggering some of her staff to help alleviate some of the overtime and whatnot that has been occurring. And with that, we're about 24,000 in the negative right now. So it's not a little bit better than last year. But part of it also is being a little bit more competitive with our rates. So she did reach out to several other different agencies around for the Cup Care, for care, childcare, and even with raising it $5 per day, we're still below. So that's what she would like to do, and then effective for July 1st.
And I believe she still gets a waiting list every year too.
She does. She's also doing, so along with doing like a 4-day, 10-hour staff work week, she qualified for level 2 for the Great Start level, which actually gives her more money on those kids. I'm sorry, I'm probably not explaining this right, but there's certain levels for dollar amounts for what she gets from the state. And she got the next certification, so now she's on level 2, so now she's getting more money back from the state for some of these kids. So she is making some strides and getting things back in order. So hopefully in 27, we'll
be on the plus.
yeah.
Or
we'll be
break
on the plus
even.
side.
What was the
Break
reason?
even.
What was the reason why she was? Did you say 56?
56,000 overtime, and then also those employees all got raises.
Gotcha.
They were
That's right.
well
That's right.
underpaid.
Yeah, and they were, I remember that.
I might have a concern, oh, and maybe I'm looking at this wrong, but did anybody recently just see, it was on Facebook, where ISD purchased a Wolf Lounge?
We were talking about that
My
earlier.
concern is, if you're telling us about she's having trouble with rates, they're gonna do the same thing with kids, or am I saying something completely
This is
different?
completely different.
Because we're running an early
good.
childhood program,
Because I got a little concerned, like,
They said
whoa.
special education.
It'd be for
Okay, so it will be special, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
We just found that out
Sure.
earlier.
Cool.
We
When
asked
I
the
saw
same
that,
question.
whoa.
Yeah, actually Corey, I didn't even know what happened. Corey sent an email out. Yeah,
Sad.
We should.
But okay.
so we should have
Wanna
never
make sure
sold
they
it. That
were-
would have been a great building
Had
for
nothing to do with
our
our
Cub Care.
kids.
Missed the boat on that one.
So we'll need you guys to vote on that. I think you guys have to vote on it
Thursday.
next week. So that's that.
Okay.
Next is the meal allowance. And so meal allowance is substantially low, considering the fact that you can't really get a breakfast, a lunch for $10
Basically, we're catching up with the times.
Yeah, we're just kind of catching up with the times.
Exactly.
I did check around and, we are realigning ourselves kind of with other districts and stuff, whatnot. So it's not a huge increase, but it'll,
Could we give more?
no, we don't want to.
Just asking.
No, because some of these things we get reimbursed through the grants. So no, we don't want to.
No, but I see it this way, I guess I'm not up to, if we're talking about kids that are going to state events, I mean, that are making states, is that what we're talking about, kids that make states?
Kids that make states and then also for our teachers.
Honestly,
and-
it's a rarity, so I mean, I wouldn't see why we wouldn't take care of our kids with a little bit more money.
Right.
Okay, so this is what the district will cover.
Oh, okay.
The sport itself, like wrestling, then kicks in the rest of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll speak on wrestling. What we did is we covered all the kids' food, and the school never. We didn't ask for that. We just.
Well, I'm just saying, if we have an opportunity, if we, like I'm saying, we're increasing.
I think it's
to 15.
great. I just
mean, I was just asking if we could have done it, give a little more. Again,
So we don't want to, the reason for that is this is not just for athletic, it's also when
For
teachers and
teachers.
staff.
there you go.
So when they go to professional development and stuff like that, like, yeah, we have,
Yep.
listen, we have people that come back and they're eating filet mignon and surf and turf, and they know that they only get $20 of that reimbursed for their dinner. And I'm not trying to be funny, but
Yeah,
people can eat whatever they
You're allowed
want.
to eat whatever you want. You're just
Yeah.
not gonna get it all reversed.
But we know that you can, go to Applebee's and get a decent, choice for $20.
I saw.
You might have to order a water,
Of
but-
A student athlete over at a state tournament,
Yeah.
like, feed that kid, he's.
Yeah.
I guess for clarity for myself and
Yes.
people listening at home, when you say state events, so this Friday, we have a track and field regional event at Chelsea tomorrow. Would that include that, or is that for actually made it to the final phase of states?
Correct.
Okay.
Back in the, I want to say the olden days, back when we used to get, if we'd be at a Saturday tournament, you would get a lunch allowance, would get passed out to us. I think it was like $4 or $5, but we would get $4 or $5 from the school. Our coaches would give that to us. So you could purchase food from the stand, concession stand. But that was 100 years ago.
I don't remember ever getting any money from the.
59 years ago.
school.
Jody remembers.
When I-
They had Fermi money. They had Fermi money,
Oh, that's
Jackie.
right, I had
They had
Furman
We had,
money.
we had,
Let's
You had
talk
plume
about-
money. Jefferson got everything back in the day. Plume money.
I
So,
lived during them times.
yes,
so
we
that'll
did.
be a vote next.
Yeah,
For
yep,
you guys
that's
to
great.
approve. The increase, slight increase.
Okay.
Now you're,
Is that, everything done?
that's everything. So now you're on number 6.
Number 6, well, we have a board discussion, for our, board alignment. I wanted to have an open discussion on this, so I went in to speak with Karen, earlier in the week, and we spoke about some of the things for next week for the honors night, and we were talking about the agenda, and a couple things had came up on her topic that I would like to look into this, but what was said, I had a chance to call all the board members. Barb, I didn't. I got a phone call. It was just before the meeting. I didn't get a chance to call you. That's why I wanted to have an open discussion. I want to make sure you were brought up to speed. And I do apologize. It wasn't any malice. It ran out of time to get here. But when I was here, she said that we didn't have, because it was a position that was voted on in the past, that through policy, the vice president had already been voted on, and the person who did not get it could be put in that position if the board unanimously agreed upon the position. So what ended up happening is, for board president, Iggy was nominated and Dan was nominated. Dan got the presidency. For vice president, Corey was nominated. I was nominated. And I got the seat. So I moved to the president, and Barb was saying Karen was saying we could do one of two things. We could go for where we went out and, had nominations, or if the board agreed and voted upon it, Corey would be the vice president. I wanted everybody to know that. It is a board decision. It is not, she did say it was my decision. I don't feel that's true. It's not a person's decision to do anything. This is 7 people to decide. So I want to leave it up to everybody. What procedure do we feel like going forward? Please speak openly. It's whatever you guys want to do, but I want it to be the majority makes the decision. So it will be a 4-3 vote. In this case, if it's a 3-3 vote, then we really don't know what we do because Mike's not here. So we don't have a full board, but I'm open to, discussion, what everybody feels we should do. Because I don't know if it's the policy. I would like to have the policy in front of me to know if there is such a thing. And, but I just wanted to relay what was told to me. Anybody want to speak on that? Anything? Barb?
I'm good with it.
Okay. Mr. Pajaro, I mean, you want to?
I'm good with either way how the board decides. I just want to make sure when we are told that, this is how it is in policy, let's make sure we see it in writing. Okay? I want to make sure it's in writing. That way,
100%.
that way we can support it for future. Everything's good. Yeah, I mean, I'm good either way. Absolutely.
I guess following what he's saying is maybe we can
Yeah,
ask Karen to pop it up, pull it up, and then maybe.
I was gonna call Rod Green in the morning if that's another step, even better that I can take, and I'll get it right from the horse's mouth and I'll have him send me an email and I'll share it with everybody. And if it's not the case, guys, if I was misinformed and I don't think it was any ill will, if there's a misinformation, and I don't believe it even is, but then it'll be a nomination and a vote. It'd just be another step. This was just I'm not sure if it was just what we could do, but this was presented to me and I felt like I owed it to everybody to have a discussion on it. So it was fair.
Thank you for that.
Yep. You're welcome. Mrs. Lancaster, do you have anything to add to it? or
I'm
anything?
good with,
Yeah.
I'm good with it. No work.
I'm good with I'm good with the board majority. That's what I want. I want to, a 7-0 vote is the best. If whatever we come up with, that is what we will do. That is the best thing moving forward for us 7 to work right together. That's the best way, whatever everybody works.
In my first meeting, and maybe it sounds like he wants to see it in writing. Should we wait for that? Closed session?
Absolutely. This is not a vote. I do want clarification.
Full house?
It'll be finalized on Thursday with everybody here. Next Thursday, no matter which way we go. If we go to where we're doing a nomination, then we'll do the nomination and a vote. And both of the processes are going to be, I think they're both going to be very simple, but I want everybody to choose and that's what we'll do. So I'm going to call Rod Green tomorrow and I'll have him send me an email and I'll share it with everybody if that's what the procedure actually is. So, and I am open to learning something new on this. So by no means am I making any decision for anything. So we will, I guess, table this until we get some more information.
If Rod Green doesn't reach back out to you,
Okay.
you can just go on MASB's
Right.
website.
Yep.
And there's like a,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a hotline, but a
Yeah.
messaging that
Yeah.
they can actually pull it up and send it to you.
He's actually real receptive. I've called him twice now and he's answered on the second
good.
ring. Yeah, it's really nice. But if we don't get an answer, if he doesn't have an answer, then I think we just resort back to the good old faithful nomination and a vote. And it can go like that if that's what you guys would like to do. No matter what, we have an exit by the end of business Thursday, 21st, we will have a vice president official. Okay, everybody good with that? Okay. Oral communications, number 6. Anything from citizens, Jackie?
No, you don't, I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I think the only thing that would be different is I think someone would have to fill the treasurer spot.
If then that would obviously be the second step to it. Thank you for
Yeah.
mentioning that. I forgot to say that. So then that would be if, yeah, obviously, yeah, because there's not it would have to be another nomination for that position and then a vote on that, the nominations, nomination or nominations. So, yeah, great point. And I don't believe we filled the parliamentarian position. I think we left that neutral, so
Yep.
I don't think we'll have to, that's gonna be discussed whatsoever. I think we kind of watched that one, like during the alignment. There wasn't a whole lot to it. There we go. All right, no communication from citizens? No, okay, administration, Deb, anything closing? Mrs. G?
No.
Yay! What? What did she say?
She said no. Let's go.
Of
Do the
all
adjournment.
people, Ignacio.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
you know, I'm just,
I have a lot next week.
okay. And it was the shortest time, okay. I'm sorry, quick. Okay, board, let's go, Barb. Anything?
Oh, me?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Thank you. One here. Jody, thank you for your report. I just want to shout out to Special Olympics. I tell you what, from the people that organized it all the way down to the students, volunteers, oh my gosh, it was just amazing. Thank you. All did such a great job. And those smiles made it. So,
Mr. Vaccaro.
I got a lot to say. Thanks, Jody. Thanks, Chuck. You're always here, committed. Thank you. Deb, thank you. Good. See you guys next week.
All right, Mr. Pfeiffer, welcome
Yeah.
to your first,
I got a couple
sign in.
things. I'm gonna be the long-winded one.
Thank
Thank you,
Welcome to.
Jody, great job, Mr. Bo, thank you for always attending. I Friday got to have a great day to be a bear. A lot of good things went on. Olympics was great. Support community knocked it out of the park. There's also some sports going on. If you haven't heard before, our athletic director is carrying a lot. She's doing what she does with the rec center too, and she's coaching the softball team. And it's a shout out to Miss Epler. And also Friday, you guys weren't there. There was the best $5 you could spend this side of the Mississippi. Our drama team, they put on Wizard of Oz. It was a tremendous production. So happy I went. It was phenomenal. It really was. There was laughs. There was good acting. The kids did great. I was completely impressed. Hour and 20 minutes is what it'll last. The whole production, the kids doing the credits, about a 2-hour ordeal. You guys should be really proud of that drama club. I was stoked. Really proud of the kids, and very heartfelt thing. I'll let some of you guys see it afterwards. I didn't get the whole thing, but the main character, Heinzerling, she was Dorothy. She gave a really heartfelt speech about Coach in Ludwig, and also the drama club director. He's doing great things over there. Started out with 10 kids, sounds like they're up to about 30. I was really impressed. It was great. You guys, we got to check out our drama club next time they have a show. It was very entertaining. Happy for the kids.
Thank you.
I love to hear that.
Yes.
It's a bummer I missed it, but bummer I also missed the Special Olympics too. So the email that we got, I think we all saw, was amazing, coming from the Goodwill. So I thought that was awesome to see that, and definitely something to cherish and, you know, and treasure for everybody in the district for sure. That helped out. Thank you to everybody. Jody, you get a lot of work this summer. So if there's anything we can do to
I'm
help.
eating watermelon on the side, going through the food lines.
Oh, don't hesitate. to reach
Chocolate
out.
milk. I'll
Um,
bring you some chocolate milk.
I would say one thing I wanted to touch on is, I was actually talking to some Barton Mallow people today and working with them. We have a joint venture partnership on a project, but our construction trades, so they're DeWalt in Milwaukee is sort of like competing with, different construction trades at different schools in the state. Looking at
new tools, new things like that to be able to provide. They'll have like lunch and learns that they can bring in, but all different sponsored things that they're able to do. So I don't know if that's something that we can look at. If there's new tools or equipment that we're looking for
For the
wood shop.
CTE program?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I had them out for our safety week last week. They were there for 5 hours. They presented so many different things. We had a lot of conversations. I was talking to them about our program here, and they said, hey, bring us out. We'd love to talk to the administration. So something to look at for sure. DeWalt and Milwaukee. Those are like the two
biggest. Wow,
I
that's a
think
great
there's
opportunity.
DeWalt. Last time I was
We have the wall in
here.
our maintenance building.
Yeah.
I think the CTE has the wall.
Okay.
Can't lose with either one of them. They're both.
No. So I'll share contacts with you guys and see if they can bring all that stuff out, do a little show and tell, lunch and learn. And then if there's any new stuff that they're interested in, I think there's grants too that are a
Yeah.
possibility as well.
That's what I'm talking about.
Me too. Milwaukee's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it's great. That's great. What a great opportunity.
I'm kidding.
You don't have a clue.
I was waiting to say.
You talk about city.
I'm good.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Milwaukee.
All right,
Not a clue.
Color and dress.
Not a clue.
right.
But I'm gonna come to lunch and learn. I'm coming. I'll eat the lunch.
Okay, with that being said, no, I'll keep it short. No, I wanna, just tell everybody the Special Olympics obviously was amazing. You know, got to work in the kitchen with Barb. Actually, I was her server. She was the brains, I was the brawn for, a couple hours until, Nick got there. But we also got to walk around and say hi to a lot of people, and it was fun. Seeing all the kids just, exploding with smiles. It was, if you didn't have a heart, man, you found it there that day. It was just amazing watching how our kids, our students, it was just, there was some of the athletes that maybe didn't have money, and our kids were spending their own money. I watched it. We seen it. It was just, wow. I mean,
We
it
had
literally gave you,
237 Jefferson students.
goosebumps. It literally gave you goosebumps. It was one of the, it's always a great day, but just,
It's humbling.
yeah, it's very humbling. And all the parents and the spectators that were just very appreciative of our hospitality and how good of an event we put on. And that's an attribute just completely to Mrs. Ruby and her due diligence to just everything is perfect. She was running around like a chicken with her head cut off, but in controlled chaos, I say, and it was amazing. We also had some of our student athletes break some records, long-standing school records. We had middle schooler, Ignacio's niece, great niece, I believe. Great niece?
Yes.
Great niece broke a long-standing school record and then rebroke her own record. And then we had our London. Yes, London. And then we had our high school boys track team, several of our 2 sprint teams, our relay teams, both broke school records at different events. Yeah, at 4x400 and 4x200. Yeah. So it was great to be a Bear. Great weekend.
Beat some big schools.
Beat some big schools. They did really good. And that's a tribute to the coaching and the leadership behind the coaching. So I always say, when you have people breaking records, they're bought in, they're doing all the right things. So, and it goes up the chain. So it's really great to hear and be a part of. But Joe, thanks for the report. Always awesome, man. Busting your butt. I don't know how many hours a week you put in, but it's crazy. Amy and Deb, thank you guys for everything. That's all I have.
Yeah, thank you guys for going to things. Thank you so much for going to the drama club. I actually went down to the drama club and let them know during the rehearsal that I couldn't make it. It makes me so sad, and I was devastated to miss Special Olympics this year. But as you guys know, I'm traveling with my own kid on it with her sports right now. So thank you very much for filling in for those things. It's really important to see you guys there, and it means a lot. It means a lot.
I
So
wish it would have got broadcasted a little better, not making an excuse, but I did not know
I
about it.
shared it. Maybe get a Facebook for yourself.
Oh,
Not on Facebook.
I walked through the high school with Stephanie, what about the cafeteria?
Facebook could also be bad.
Had 30 kids. They were going through the skit. I looked at them.
He had a conversation.
What are they doing? Pretty good.
Okay, so I think that pretty much wraps it up. I'm gonna need a motion to move that the board meeting be adjourned. Barb?
Support.
And that was Corey at 7:41. All in favor?
Yes.
I'm sorry, any discussion?
Oh,
Man, I apologize. Any discussion? All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Vote passes 6-0. Thank you, guys.